Hi, welcome to the session. This presentation is on CAM facing VVT, which is for fifth sem diploma automobile engineering. Uh, this is advanced automotive system subject, and which is in the second unit. Okay, let's move on to the topic CAM facing variable valve timing. Table of content. Firstly, introduction to VVT means what is VVT and how it is different from conventional engine. Conventional engine means without VVT, without variable valve timing, how it is different from VVT with VVT. And secondly, need of VVT and types of VVT. And thirdly, working of cam facing VVT. Working in which this is main thing cam facing VVT, which we going to learn more about cam facing VVT and advantages of VVT. What are the advantages of VVT compared to conventional engine? Conventional engine is already told. I have already told that conventional engine means variable without variable valve timing means that is conventional engine and with variable valve timing. So when compared to those engines, which engine has more advantages? Means by using variable valve timing system, what are the advantages that we going to learn about that. And lastly, comparison between cam changing and cam facing VVT. Cam here there are two types. See, one cam changing and another one is cam facing VVT. Cam changing VVT you might have learned in earlier sessions. So in this session we going to learn only about cam facing VVT and we compare that. In this session we compare that both cam changing and cam facing VVT so that which is better, which variable valve timing system has more advantages and which is better, we're going to learn in this session. And lastly, MCQs means multiple choice questions, some simple multiple choice questions regarding cam facing VVT. Okay. Next, introduction to VVT. What is variable valve timing? How it is different from conventional engine, and which is better? Okay. In this, you can in this slide you can see valve timing diagram for a normal engine, normal four-stroke engine. Okay. And this is not VVT included in this diagram. Only this valve time diagram shows for um, for normal engine. Normal engine means simple four-stroke engine. Okay. Here we can see that intake opens 10 degree before TDC and closes 60 degree after BDC, and exhaust opens 20 degree after TDC and closes, exhaust opens 55 degree before BDC and closes 20 degree after TDC. So this valve timing will be constant for any speed. For all the speed in conventional engine, intake opens before 10 degree and before 10 degree BDC, before 10 degree BDC, TDC and after 60 degree BDC. So this valve timing diagram is for a four-stroke engine for all speed. Any speed, whatever the engine may run at high speed or low speed, it will be same. The valve opening and closing system will be same for every speed. What in conventional engine means without VVT, variable valve timing. So what happens when VVT means variable valve timing system is adopted in the engine? Suppose I will explain in this diagram only what is VVT. Okay, in variable valve timing, one second. In variable valve timing, what happens? Suppose engine is running at some speed, okay, normal speed. On that time, the intake opens before TDC, 10 degree before TDC. So, and closes 60 degree after BDC. uh, what happens when the engine is at high speed? For low speeding, for normal speed, it will open according to this diagram. And for high speed, what happens? It may opens at high speed, it may opens in advance, means before 20 degree TDC. 20 degree before TDC, it can open, it may open according to the speed. As the speed changes, the valve opening time will be changes in variable valve timing system. So uh, in opening before advance or retard for low speed, for high speed it may open in advance. By making this, we can obtain from we can obtain some high performance of engine and low emissions. Some advantages we're going to learn in next slides. Some advantages we can sorry some advantages we may obtain from adopting this variable valve timing. So which is better when compared to conventional engine to the variable valve timing? Some of the advantages are more in VVT. So VVT is better. So how it is better, we're going to learn in next slides. Next, need of VVT to improve the performance of engine, and secondly to improve fuel economy, and to achieve complete combustion, and to reduce the emission. Now let's see how these performance of engine and fuel economy and complete combustion and reduction of emission, how these can be obtained. By knowing the working of VVT, we will know the uh, we will know how the performance, fuel economy, and complete combustion, how it can be obtained. Now, types of VVT based on mechanism, based on operation mechanism. There are two types of variable valve timing. One is cam changing VVT and cam facing VVT. These both cam changing and cam facing VVT can be operated by hydraulically or electronically. Based on operating system, hydraulically, electronically, they have given. But mainly these two things: cam facing VVT and cam changing VVT and cam facing VVT. Both can be operated by hydraulically or electronically. Now, working of cam changing VVT. This you might have learned earlier session, but I will explain briefly to recall, so that we can compare both the cam changing and next cam facing VVT. So we can see the difference, what cam changing VVT will differ from cam facing VVT. Now just I will briefly explain this cam changing VVT. Now see, there are two images. In the left side, valve operation of conventional engine, and in this side cam changing VVT. Okay. In this valve operation of conventional engine, means normal engines, they have the valve is operated by camshaft. See, every valves, each valve have single cam profile, means which is in the green color. You can see here. Mm. The valve is operated by cam profile, and each valve is operated by each single cam profile. So the one valve will operated by the single cam profile, so that the valve timing doesn't changes. Means the opening of the valve timing, it may be in 10 degree before TDC, and closing maybe 55 degree or 60 degree after BDC. It will won't change in conventional engine. Now coming to the cam changing VVT, here you can see that there are for one valve operation you can see two different cam profile sizes, means this one is middle one is a small size cam profile, and either side of that bigger cam profiles. So you can see that um, at low speed or medium speed, at normal speed, the valve lift and duration of lift is operated by middle, means small cam profile. So when it is operating at on small cam profile, the valve lift and duration of the lift and the timing of the lift will be small, means before maybe it open at before 10 degree BDC or some other. Okay, at high speed what happens, the bigger cam profile bigger cam profile will activated and the valve lift will be more. So here you can see that one valve is operated by different cam profiles, means they use for one valve operation two or three cam profile they are using, so that we can achieve the different valve timing and different uh, valve duration lift. So I will not going to explain this explain more about this, because in previous or in earlier sessions in this topic is explained. Now let's see how cam facing VVT operates. Or now let me see the working of cam facing VVT. In this diagram, you can see that two camshafts are available. One is exhaust camshaft and another one is intake camshaft. The camshaft is connected to the outer rotor and inner rotor. The outer rotor is connected to timing chain, which is in turn connected to the camshaft, which is not shown in this figure, but the outer race is connected to the timing chain. Okay, but the outer race, which is not directly connected to the camshaft, here you can see that the outer race, which is not directly connected to the camshaft, which is in turn connected through the indirectly connected through the inner rotor. This rotor, outer rotor and inner rotor is shown in side view in the right side here. Okay, and one control housing is there which controls the hydraulic pressure and supplies the fluid to the oil galleries, to the inner rotor and in between the inner rotor and outer rotor. This will supply according to the speed of the engine, whether the valve has to open advance or the valve has to open retard. That will be decided by this control housing. Okay, now this rotor, how it will work, let me see that let me see in this diagram. Okay, the outer rotor which is shown in green color, and the inner rotor which is in blue color, you can see that. Okay, the outer rotor, which is connected to the timing chain, as I already told that the outer rotor which is connected to the timing chain from the crankshaft of the engine, and the inner rotor which is connected to the camshaft camshaft. And one more thing, you can see that in previously cam changing VVT, you can see that here for one valve operation they are using two or three different cam profiles. One is small and another one is big, bigger one for more advanced and more duration of valve lift, and smaller one for normal speed and idle speeds. uh, so what is the difference between these two? Means cam changing and cam facing is, for cam changing we are using, for one valve operation they are using two or three cam profiles. Here you can see that for one valve operation only one cam profile is used. That is nothing but from just like conventional engine. Okay. Here the difference is from the advance and retard is controlled by the this outer rotor and inner rotor. Inner rotor which is shown in blue color, which is in turn connected to the camshaft. Okay, you can see that when the engine is running at high speed, suppose the valve has to be open in advance. Assume that the valve has to be open in advance. At that time, this control housing supplies the oil or fluid through the through this port, through these oil galleries, and fills the right side chamber of the inner rotor, this side, at this side, and it becomes the camshaft will rotate 10 or 15 degree or 20-degree advance. Advance it will open. Okay. Suppose the engine is running at low speed, assume that engine has to be, sorry, the valve has to be open in retard. Means that on that time the control housing supplies the oil or fluid through this port and left side housing of the inner rotor, this side. At that time, this inner rotor will come to contact with outer rotor to the right side, so that the valve opening, the camshaft will retard about 10 or 15 degree as the camshaft or rotor is designed. Okay. That time the valve will be retarded. If you want advance means the oil, pressurized oil will fill this side. If it has to be retarded, and the oil will the oil will supply to the left side of the inner rotor. Okay, that is controlled by control housing, and this is the working of cam facing VVT. Okay, let me see the advantages of cam facing VVT. As it is same as for cam changing VVT, it improves the torque delivery at low or medium RPM. Low or medium RPM means on that time low RPM. In normal engines, they have very low torque. Because of advanced opening of valve, the engine can deliver more or advanced torque for the engine at low or medium RPM, and improves overall efficiency, and it gives EGR effect, hence NOx emission can be reduced. You may know that if you read about EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, means if we recirculate the exhaust gas, the NOx emission can be reduced. How it will happen in this cam facing VVT, I will tell you in the next slide. And complete combustion obtained and reduces carbon emission due to high duration advanced opening of the inlet valve. It will make the make fuel to burn all the fuel can burn, so the combustion process will be completely done, so we can reduce the emissions, mainly carbon emissions. Okay. Comparison between cam changing and cam facing VVT. Why we have to compare? Means which is better, which type of variable valve timing is better for the engine. As you can see, this is cam changing VVT, and this is cam facing VVT. Here for cam changing VVT, there are two or three cam profiles for single valve operation. For one valve operation, they are using two or three cam profiles, means one or two different sizes of cam profile, but here they are using only one profile for one valve operation. Here you can see that for low speed, here middle one, it will operate the valve. At for high speed and advance, if you want advance valve opening, means this bigger cam profile will operate.
At what happens at in cam changing VVT, I will explain in this diagram. Uh, on cam changing VVT, what happens if this small cam profile is operating the valve? Assume the small cam profile is operating the valve. At that time, the intake opens at 10 degree before TDC and intake closes 60 degree after BDC. Okay. Suppose engine is running at high speed. At that time, this valve is operated by this bigger cam profile on either side of this cam profile. The bigger cam profile will operate the valve at high speed. At that time, what happens? The intake opens before 20 or you may assume that you 20 or 25 degree before TDC, and also it closes 65 degree or 70 degree after BDC because the cam profile is bigger. So what we can gain in this cam changing VVT, more advanced opening and also more valve duration lift, means here it will open 25 degree after before TDC and closes after BDC 70 degree, so that from here to after 60 degree also it will open, means that means the duration of intake valve opening duration from this figure you can see that 10 degree here, from here to here 10 degree and 180 degree means 190. You add that for all things. Okay, 10, 180 plus 60. How much? 250 degree. 250 degrees of intake valve opening is there. Suppose we use this bigger cam profile. What happens? It will open earlier than this intake and later than this intake closes. So about 250 degree, it may 27, 280 or 290 degree opening of valve intake valve can be obtained. So in this cam changing VVT, we can obtain more advanced and more valve lift duration, so that we can we can gain that uh, more advanced means more torque we can gain and also more lift that makes that gives the more time availability to burn the fuel and complete combustion will burn will be there, so that this cam changing is different from cam facing VVT. In cam facing VVT, what happens here? We use only one cam profile for one valve operation. In this, we don't change. It will not change the cam profile for same single valve. Only one cam profile is operated. So that what happens when at high speed, if the camshaft is advanced, what happens? Before 20 degree, or here it is showing before 10 degree. If it opens advanced before 20 degree, what happens? It will close earlier 20 degree, because the cam profile is same, so that the duration of lift won't changes. This is the main thing, so that at high speed also the engine or the combustion chamber does not get the high valve lift duration, and more timing will not be obtained from this cam facing VVT. So this is main drawback of the cam facing VVT over the cam changing VVT. When we compare these two, so which is better? Cam changing VVT is can be better. So and another one I said in previous slide, it gives EGR effect, that how it will give EGR effect when we apply the mm, when we apply the variable valve timing for both inlet camshaft and exhaust camshaft, what happens? From changing the cam timing so that we can obtain more overlapping period. Okay, this in black color it is shown that intake opens, exhaust closes, so that in this time the valve overlapping period is 10 plus 20. Here 20, 30 degree is there, so that more advanced opening of intake valve and later closing of exhaust valve, making that so that we can obtain more overlapping period. On that time, while intake opening earlier and exhaust closing later, on that time some amount of residual gases means exhaust gases, some amount of residual gases will mix with fresh air to the next cycle, so that the EGR effect means exhaust gas recirculation will be done by providing overlapping period, more overlapping period, so we can get EGR effect, so that NOx emission can be reduced. How emission can be reduced, you will be learning in next coming classes. Okay. So the difference between the cam changing and cam facing VVT is this, and you can compare and which is better you can think. And from my side, this cam changing VVT is more effective and better than cam facing VVT in these aspects. Okay. And finally, some multiple choice questions. Okay. Does cam facing VVT varies the duration of valve opening? As I already told that here, this does the cam facing VVT varies the valve duration of the valve duration. So, yes or no? The cam facing VVT does not vary the duration of valve lift. It can only varies the intake opening position, means advance or retard. So more advanced, it will closes earlier. More retard, it closes later. So that the single cam profile is operated and the duration of valve lift cannot be changed. So the solution answer is no. During high RPM, variable valve timing allows the valve to open in advance, retard, normal, none of the above. That during high RPM, we need, actually I told that more advance is needed. So answer is advance. A. VVT, variable valve timing, is a process that valve opening and closing varies according to the how it varies according to the different vehicle speed. As the vehicle here, what is this question is VVT is a process that valve opening and closing varies according to the different vehicle speed. Means vehicle speed, if vehicle speed changes, the valve opening and closing changes. No. Different engine speed, yes, this is the answer. But as per gear shifted, means if we shift the gear, the valve opening and closing varies. No, all of the above, not this. And the answer is B, different engine speed. As the engine speed varies, the valve opening and closing position will vary in VVT, variable valve timing process. Okay. Fourth one, VVT can be incorporated for both intake and exhaust valve. Yes, true. It can be adopted for both inlet and exhaust valve. Next one, consider an engine is designed whose inlet valve opens exactly 30 degree before TDC, and at some speed If it opens before 25-degree TDC, then valve opening is said to be what? Advanced, retard, mistiming, exact timing. Means the engine is designed to whose inlet valve opens exactly 30 degree before TDC. Means this is the exact valve timing for that engine. If it opens before 25 degree at some speed, if it opens before 25 degree, then the valve opening is said to be advanced or retard or mistiming. This is retard before because the valve timing exact timing is 30 degree, and if it opens earlier or later, then it is said to be retarded. So solution is retarded. Okay. Now, if you want, if you have any doubt, you can refer these books, Automobile Engineering, Volume 2 by Kirpal Singh, and you can go through to the net, which is Wikipedia, which is not much more details is not there in this, but automotive VVT and valve lift explained by Mandy Conception, which is available in Amazon shop. So you can go through. Here it has given detailedly given by this textbook, valve automotive VVT and valve lift. Okay, and you can search in the net, www.autozen.organization. And you have, if you have more doubt, and if you want more clarity about this VVT, you can also see in YouTube. There are some videos about cam changing and cam facing VVT. So you can, so you will get some clear picture in that video. Okay, thank you.